While I get that massive slab mounted to the CNC, here's all the details about how I designed the map. First, I start by exporting the raw map data from OpenStreetMaps. This is a process I talk about in more detail in my Washington, D.C. wall map video. I clean up all that information, just leaving behind the border of Cape Cod, along with the border of all the towns that I want to include in my map. That map is then pulled into Procreate, where each town is actually hand-drawn on an iPad. The hand-drawing is then processed in Adobe Illustrator to export an SVG, which I can then import into Easel Pro. Then, in Easel Pro, I'm able to adjust the properties of all the shapes for the depth of the cut and how I want each profile cut out, along with nesting different sections of the map together for more efficient material layout. Now that that's done, let's cut out the map on my x-carve Pro. We'll start with the outside profile of Cape Cod, and then do all of the letter inlays. Alright, finally time for the exciting part of the project, more sanding. No, it's stain time. I think this map needs a pop of color, so I'm using Minwax's water-based solid color stain for the backdrop of this map. So this oak butcher block will get stained first, and then I'll insert all of the letter inlays on top of that. So all the letters will be their natural wood colors, and then the backdrop oak butcher block is going to be stained. What color, did I hear you asking? What color stain? I'm going to stain it Jackman Orange. This is a test piece here. This stain is custom tintable, just like paint. So you go to Lowe's, go to the paint counter, and they can color match basically any color that you want. This is a map of Cape Cod, which is very special to me because that's where I learned how to do woodworking, and that's where Jackman Works started before we moved away. So the Jackman Orange color, I think, is a great fit for this map. So I'm going to paint on my awesome / obnoxious Jackman Orange color, get these letters in, and then get this thing hung up on the wall. How's that sound? Doesn't matter, I'm doing what I want. Thanks for watching. Links down in the description for all the sponsors for this build, but I specifically want to call out Minwax for their wood stain and polyurethane finish that I used on this build. This stain is special. This is Minwax's water-based solid color stain, which I had custom tinted at my local Lowe's store. It's a very unique finish that creates a vivid color, a lot like paint, but it lets the character of the wood shine through. There's also a semi-transparent version of this stain, which creates the same pop of color, but it lets more of the grain show through. Check out my wavy wall shelves where I use that stain. Plus, either of those variations can get custom tinted, I think 240 different colors. They have a list of colors right there at Lowe's, or you can do what I did and custom color match something. So I did that with a color that I call Jackman Orange, which is just the burnt orange color from my logo. And along with the stain, I covered the whole map in a few coats of Minwax's fast-drying spray polyurethane. Not only does it protect the wood, but it brings out the natural beauty of all these different species, like you saw. With that said, check out the links down below to check out all the finishing options from Minwax. This map has a lot of story built into it, and not just what I explained earlier, why it's Cape Cod and why it's Jackman Orange, but because all the different species that make up the town names, most of that comes from a bunch of woodworkers that have supported me through the years, mostly by giving me their trash. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. Matt Thayer gave me this heart pine in Rhode Island, 𝐭 reclaimed oak and cedar. Woodpecker Woodworking, they're actually on the Cape, gave me walnuts, PLA, bunch of this stuff. Plus, a handful of these come from Pallet wood, because of course they do. And get this, I actually just sold this map to none other than Bono, because the streets have no names, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Sorry. Got one more video coming out this year. Keep an eye out for that. Follow me on social media. Bye.